My informative speech is on the game of pool. Many people like the game. Some people like it so much that they have a pool table in their house, such as I do. In order to play the game of pool, there are just a few things that you need. First, being the pool table, of course. You'll have 16 balls, and you'll need at least 2 cue sticks, because when you play the game of 8-ball, you'll need at least 2 people. You can also play in teams, but most people just choose to play one-on-one. It makes it a little easier. Whenever you're hitting the balls, people also use chalk that they put on the tip of their stick, and that helps to hit the ball better. At the beginning of the game, you'll need to rack the balls with the rack here that looks like a triangle. Now, it's important to remember that when you're racking, you're going to do a solid stripe sequence, because you don't want the stripes together, so you don't want those solids together, because it makes it a little more difficult that way. And also important to remember is the 8-ball goes in the middle of the rack. And once you are done racking, then one person will take the stick and they're going to break the balls. And that will help to determine who will be stripes and who will be solids. Now, when you put the rack up, in order to break the balls, you make sure that the balls are nice and tight, and then you gently lift the rack off without disturbing the balls. Place it out of the way. Then you take the cue ball, or the cue stick, and you take the cue ball. Now, it's important to remember also that when you are breaking, you must stay behind the second dot here. You can move it anywhere on the table wherever you feel comfortable, but it must stay behind that second dot. You then take the cue stick and you line it up with the cue ball, and then you be sure to hit the balls. Now, if I were to have gotten a solid in, then I would be solids, and the object would be for me to hit all the solids in to get to the 8-ball. Once I've gotten all the solids in, then I will aim for the 8-ball. And especially when you're on the 8-ball, you have to call your pocket. If I were to call it in the corner pocket and it went into the side pocket, I would lose. So it's important to call your pocket, and you must get it into that pocket, and that is how the game of 8-ball is played. Does anybody have any questions? Yes?
I have a tip. Number one, when you lined up the rack of balls, you put the number 1 ball as the first solid. Does it have to be the number 1 ball?
No, it can be any solid ball. It doesn't matter what the number is.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I have another one.
Sure.
Thank you. And my second one is when you're on the 8-ball, if you get the cue ball into the pocket, even if you hit the 8-ball in, do you win still or do you lose?
You would lose if you scratch on the 8-ball.
Okay.
Next question?
What if while you're breaking and you hit the 8-ball in the pocket on your break, no matter what else ball goes in, what happens?
You would automatically win the game. Yes, one more question.
I noticed that a couple of the balls were color-coded, like one solid and one striped. Does it matter that, do all the balls have, does a couple of pair of balls have to be together?
No, you would just hit, you always hit the ball, either solid or striped, with the cue ball, but you have to hit the cue ball first. Thank you very much.